I've seen so many questions in so many Facebook groups and forums about what this panel is for. Just about every 3D printer is going to have a variation, pretty much actually the same on this panel. This is on the Yellow Goose Centauri Carbon. It's called the Prepare tab. On the Ender 3 V3 Plus, it's called Movement Temp. On the K2 Pro, it's called Axis Temp. Whatever it's called, okay? All of them work the same way. And I'm just going to show it on the Centauri Carbon because it's handy at my eye level. But basically, what this panel does is lets you move the print bed or print head by whatever degree you set it. Okay, this line controls how much you move it. 0.1 millimeter, 1 millimeter, 10 millimeters, or 30 millimeters at a time. The home buttons do what you think. It moves the print bed to home position. And you may get an error when you're trying to move the axis that says return home first. If it does, just press the home button and it will set it to home. Okay, I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. The center one here will move everything to its home position, both bed and print head. And what the home position is going to vary a little bit depending on the printer. This one, you can see it says returning to home. It pretty much was home, so it's just going to check its position, move forward, move back, move the print head, and then put it back to there. Okay, and once it's done adjusting itself, okay, now let's say you want to work on the print head, but the print bed is in your way. That is the Z axis. Remember, up and down is Z, side to side is X, and forward and back is Y, and that's the same on every brand of 3D printer. Okay, even from a bed slinger to a Core XY. This one's a Core XY. So if I want to move the print bed down, I'm going to select 30 millimeters. Go back. I'm going to select 30 millimeters, and then I'm going to select Z axis, which is right down here, Z down. And you can see it moves the print bed down by 30 millimeters. Now, some brands of printers may have 100 millimeters. You may be able to also do this from the slicer device screen. It will do the same thing. Whatever the millimeter that you select, it will move it by that much. So if I want to do it again, I just hit down again. It drops down another 30 millimeters. Like I said, you may want to do this if you wanted to work on the print head and the print bed was in the way. Okay, you can just manually drop it. Now this keeps the motors engaged and does it using the motors of the printer. If I wanted to move the print head now forward, I could hit -Y and it's going to pull it forward because the negative direction is forward. And again, it's doing it by 30 millimeters because that's what I have selected. So again, if I just hit here, there we go. If I wanted to move it sideways, I would hit X. And there it moved on the X. Let me hit it again. And it moved on the X by 30 millimeters because that's what I have it selected. You can also, this button down here will disable the stepper motors. So if I hit that, come on. If I hit that, it's hard to see on this one because it dims. If I do it over on the K2, it says off. If I hit that, or this is on the Ender 3, which it's off, that disengages the motors. So now I can move it manually without damaging the printer, which I can't do that really one-handed on here. Let me see if I can. One thing I don't like about the Centauri is it does not actually give you a visual representation of it being off, so you don't know whether it's 1 or 2 presses, but now you can manually, whoops, I didn't mean to move the print, take the print head off. You can manually move the print head without damaging the printer. You can also just turn off the printer and that disengages all the motors. But if you want to leave the motors on and the printer on, this is the way to move the print head. And like I said, if you try to do it, it's going to say, please return to home before moving, which in that case you just hit the home all button and it's going to return to home. Give it a second and it will return back to the home position. Okay, that's all this screen does. You can also use the extruder, which some of them have that on this menu, some of them don't. Some of them have it on a separate tab. You can retract your filament by hitting up to move the filament up out of the print head, or you can put it down into the print head by hitting the down arrow. Some printers will also have adjusting the speed, chamber temperature, or other settings on this menu. Some don't. Again, it's going to vary by brand, but since this panel seems to be the most confusing for people, I just wanted to do a video showing what it does and how to use it. Like in normal operation of your printer, you're never going to use it. Okay, it just depends. I tend to turn my printers off and unplug them when I'm going to do maintenance on them, such as working on the print head. And in that case, I just push the print bed all the way down to the bottom so I can access the print head easier. But hopefully this was helpful to you. If there's any other confusion you have about controls on your printer, let me know and I will try to do another video on it. So yeah, thanks, and if this helped you, please hit subscribe or follow, and I have other videos that will be coming soon.